Tonight we're talking about a proposal ahead of state lawmakers set to consider adding the coroner's job to a list where PTSD is considered an occupational disease. What prompted that change? 2024 has been pretty mild so far as the weather is concerned. Stacey Lee tells us that is all about to change. We are tracking a winter weather advisory for parts of the area. And we're talking about the new way that you can take your concerns about pedestrian safety straight to city officials in Richland.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. Yakima County Commissioners are holding a series of public forums to decide what to do with $1.6 million in unused affordable housing funds. In 2019, state lawmakers passed House Bill 1410. The county started receiving $400,000 per year in sales tax credit that was supposed to go toward affordable housing, but it's never been touched. Commissioner Kyle Curtis says there is a short list of things that could be used for, including rental assistance, operating or maintaining affordable or supportive housing, or purchasing the land to build it.
Bring all the stakeholders together to get a pulse check of kind of where they're at, the county's strategic priorities and plans, what works, what isn't working, and then hopefully at the end of these 4 forums, be able to move forward with a plan on how to utilize these $1,406.
Now, the forums are open to the public. The first one is coming up at 1 p.m. Monday in the training room of the Yakima County Resources Center. That's at 2403 South 18th Street in Union Gap. The city of Richland is launching a new program to address traffic and pedestrian concerns in its neighborhoods. And Jill, you spoke with the city's Public Works Director today. What's the reason behind this new public safety traffic program?
Well, Public Works Director Pete Rogalski tells me that in the past few years, they've really been making a push as city council and city staff to just take a more proactive approach to safety concerns in Richland. City staff did some research and brought the proposal for this program to the council. It's the first organized and funded program that responds directly to resident concerns about traffic in their neighborhoods. This is how it works. Residents will fill out a petition form online about a particular area of concern. The city will then score the area based on a list of criteria such as speed and traffic volume to determine what next steps are necessary.
Sometimes you can narrow a street by pinching the curbs. You can put a circle at intersections that people have to slow down and navigate around, and things like that. Even some roadside treatments.
Rogalski says the city will also take a close look at safety issues for pedestrians and consider solutions such as additional sidewalks or crosswalk protections. Now, the important thing to note here is that there is a deadline if you want a particular concern addressed within this calendar year, and that is February 28th.
All right, thank you, Jill. Let's switch gears here a little bit and look outside. Lots of clouds in the area. We're seeing some relatively temperate weather, 44 degrees right now. But Stacey Lee says there is a winter weather advisory for the Blues. She's tracking your first alert weather forecast.
Happy Thursday. Weekend is almost here. We've got cloudy skies tonight. We could see some sun breaks tomorrow. Yay. Weekend showers headed our way, and get ready for heavy weekend mountain snow. Winter is definitely approaching. We have a winter weather advisory tonight and into tomorrow morning for the Blue Mountains. And I suspect we're going to be seeing more winter weather advisories for the Cascades later on. We could see up to 8 inches of snow between now and tomorrow morning above 4,000 feet. That could impact travel on I-84. So make sure you do trip check if you're heading like to the Boise area. Look for cloudy skies, some patchy fog here and there tonight. Overnight lows in the freezing level or just above it for the foothills of the Blues. We're going to stay slightly above freezing in Tri-Cities tonight, a little bit colder in Prosser, Yakima, and Ellensburg. So again, get ready for a weekend full of winter weather going on mainly in the Cascade Mountains and Blues. I'll get to all the details in your first alert full weather forecast.
Thanks, Stacey. The Kennewick Police Department says a second person has been arrested in connection with the death of a 4-year-old at the Econo Lodge Motel in December. 30-year-old Joseph Walker was arrested on suspicion of manslaughter this afternoon. Authorities say members of the U.S. Marshal Task Force and the Benton County Sheriff's Office PROACT team found Walker at a home on Cedarwood Court in Richland. A warrant for his arrest was issued by the Kennewick Police Department in the last several days. Now, a 39-year-old woman, the mother of the 4-year-old, is charged with manslaughter in the case. Authorities say the two were at the motel room on December 27th when it is suspected the 4-year-old suffered an overdose of fentanyl. The investigation into this case is ongoing. And an update this evening to a situation where a crash happened near Hermiston, Oregon. The Umatilla County Sheriff's Office says a 10-year-old has died days after that crash. This map shows the approximate location where it happened along Umatilla River Road just outside Hermiston. Authorities say the crash involved 3 vehicles. They say vehicle 1 was heading southbound, collided with a second vehicle headed northbound. Authorities say a third vehicle hit that second vehicle while trying to avoid crashing into the first one. Authorities suspect the driver of the first vehicle of impaired driving. A total of 9 people were hurt in this accident, including 5 children, and authorities are continuing to investigate what happened. You have an opportunity next week to meet the 2 candidates who hope to become the next police chief for the city of Richland. The city will hold a candidate reception Tuesday, January 9th, starting at 6 in City Council chambers at Richland City Hall. This is a chance for the public to meet both finalists for the job and learn about their visions for the police department. Now, if a police officer or a firefighter in Washington state develops post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, from constant exposure to trauma on the job, they can often get their treatment covered by the Department of Labor and Industries. But Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us that's not true for all first responders yet.
The existing law does not cover coroners, medical examiners, or their staff, despite the fact that they experience similar trauma on the job to other first responders. But one state lawmaker is working to change that. Representative Peter Abarno, who represents the 20th District, was approached by the Lewis County coroner, who told him that despite the trauma and death coroners and medical examiners are exposed to daily, they aren't eligible for the same assistance with treatment that other first responders receive from L&I. House Bill 2031 would add them into that list.
It's not going to impact a lot of people, but it's going to have a huge impact on those people. And I think that's the important part of this legislation.
Coming up at 6, we'll hear from Yakima County Coroner Jim Curtis about his own experience with PTSD and how having access to this type of assistance could have helped him seek treatment sooner. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thanks, Emily. Making national headlines tonight, a deadly shooting at a high school in Perry, Iowa remains under investigation. 1 student is dead, 5 other people are hurt. The injured include the high school principal. The gunfire started this morning as students were returning to class after Christmas break. The first police officer arrived within 7 minutes and found multiple shooting victims.
The shooter has been identified as 17-year-old Dylan Butler, a student at Perry High School. Butler was armed with a pump-action shotgun and a small caliber handgun. Butler also made a number of social media posts in and around the time of the shooting. Law enforcement is working to secure those pieces of evidence. All evidence thus far suggests that Butler acted alone. There are 6 victims, one of them who is deceased. That individual was a 6th grade student at Perry Middle School.
Law enforcement also found an improvised explosive device while searching the campus, which they did render safe. Authorities say the shooter died by suicide. They continue to investigate possible motives. Documents related to Jeffrey Epstein have been released, with more expected. Epstein died by suicide while awaiting trial in a New York City jail in 2019. The names of several people connected to the disgraced financier have already been unsealed, including former politicians, celebrities, and a member of the British royal family. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
Many questions once again being raised following the newly unsealed court documents related to the late Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. An anti-monarchy group reporting Britain's Prince Andrew to police, an old groping allegation against him part of the release. A claim he denies. The information is not new to authorities, but the public getting to see it for the first time.
If there's any kind of criminal impropriety, I would have thought that law enforcement and the federal government would have gotten there a long time ago, and they would have done an investigation well before we learned about these names now.
The paperwork is part of a long-settled defamation suit brought by Virginia Giuffre, one of Epstein's accusers, filed against his former partner and girlfriend Ghislaine Maxwell, who has maintained her innocence. Giuffre claimed Epstein ordered her to have sex with powerful men, including Prince Andrew, on 3 occasions, which he has denied. Andrew settled a lawsuit with Giuffre in 2022 and said he could not recall meeting her, and he told the BBC this photo of the two of them could be fake.
Absolutely no memory of that photograph ever being taken.
Giuffre claims she was a teen sex slave for Epstein, describing in a 2019 interview with the Miami Herald how she was trained to act.
The training started immediately. How to be quiet, be subservient, give Jeffrey what he wants. A lot of this training came from Ghislaine herself.
Former President Bill Clinton also named in the documents. Giuffre did not allege any wrongdoing by Clinton, but her lawyers sought testimony from him after she claimed she had dinner with him on Epstein's private island. Maxwell called that a lie, and Clinton's spokesman denied Clinton was ever on the island. After Giuffre's allegations became public, the documents show Epstein emailed Maxwell seeming to offer advice, saying you can issue a reward to any of Virginia's friends, acquaintances, family that come forward and help prove her allegations are false. The strongest is the Clinton dinner.
That was ABC's Rena Roy reporting. The documents also include a deposition from a witness who said she met Michael Jackson and magician David Copperfield during her time with Epstein. The coverage of the story continues on World News Tonight with David Muir coming up at 5:30. In business news this evening, Americans spent a record amount on online shopping during the holidays. According to Adobe Analytics, Americans spent $222 billion. The group says that spending between November 1st and New Year's Eve represents nearly a 5% jump from the previous holiday shopping season. According to Adobe, deep discounts and layaway options attracted customers. A lot of people conduct that online shopping on smartphones. Tonight, we're talking about some of the ways to keep your battery running for longer. Plus, we're looking ahead to the state legislative session and a proposal that would offer some protection to victims of so-called deepfake pornography. And it's going to start to feel a lot more like January as we head towards the weekend. Stacey Lee is tracking your First Alert forecast next.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot, where could she?
Hey everybody, I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone. You know, 'cause she's an herbivore.
Stay tuned to get this knife set free from Granite Stone. Does cooking with your old pans feel like a kitchen battle? Scratches here, stuck on food there, and burnt on debris everywhere. You need to bring in battle-tested pans with armor. You need Granite Stone Armor Max, the revolutionary cookware set with 4 durable layers of ultra non-stick. So slick, virtually nothing sticks. No oil or butter needed. Granite Stone Armor Max is the fast, easy way to make your family 5-star gourmet meals that slide right out. Forged from durable aluminum with a hard anodized exterior, then coated with 1, 2, 3, 4 Armor Max layers to create our most durable ultra non-stick granite stone pans ever. In fact, they're 800% longer lasting. They're oven rated up to 500 degrees and come with tempered glass, easy pour and strain lids. Plus, all Granite Stone cookware is 100% metal utensil and dishwasher safe. Look, you'd expect to pay up to $500 for a professional quality cookware set, and you still wouldn't get 4 layers. But during this special TV introduction, you can get the Granite Stone Armor Max set not for $500, $400, or even $300, but for just 5 easy payments of $39.99. And for everyone who orders today, we're going to drop 1 payment. You get it all for just 4 easy payments of $39.99. Plus, we'll include this razor-sharp 6-piece knife set free. But this deal keeps getting stronger. You'll get our Armor Max Deep Steam and Fry Pan set yours absolutely free. That's an incredible 20-piece Granite Stone Armor Max set, all for just 4 easy payments of $39.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-560-0523 or order online at buyarmormax.com. So call 1-800-560-0523 or go to buyarmormax.com.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Welcome back. Washington State Legislature begins its work for the year on Monday, and we're taking a look at some of the significant proposals up for debate this year. One of those would crack down on fabricated depictions of intimate or sexually explicit material. Now, you may have heard these referred to more casually as deepfakes. People can use computer programs to take your picture or video and then edit it to say or do anything. There are some complicated ethical questions about that technology, but if this proposal becomes law in Washington, there would be legal consequences for anybody who uses deepfake technology to create pornography. Now, I talked to the lawmaker who wrote this proposal. We're going to hear from her coming up tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6. A consumer alert this evening, an expanding recall regarding cat and dog food. 2-pound bags of Blue Ridge's Kitten Grind, Kitten Mix, and Puppy Mix may have salmonella and listeria contamination. Symptoms of both illnesses appear similar in animals as they do in humans. You're looking for fever, vomiting, lethargy. There's so far no reports of illnesses, just the contamination here. But the impacted product went to stores in 16 states during the last 2 months of 2023. Smartphones have become necessary for navigating life, and anyone with a phone is probably familiar with the concerns of running out of battery power. Consumer Reports has some guidance on making your phone's battery last longer on a single charge. First up, your phone's display.
Phones have big, beautiful screens on them now, right? Full color screens. And those screens command an awful lot of power. You can go into the settings and lower the brightness on the phone.
You can also adjust the amount of time that your phone stays lit up before it turns dark and goes into sleep mode. You can also turn off background activity like apps that keep refreshing throughout the day.
Most people don't need that information to be updated every half hour, every hour in the course of their day. So you can actually go into the settings and adjust them so that those notifications or those updates are not happening on that continual basis.
Some of the other options for preserving battery power include switching to low power mode, which protects your phone from extreme heat and cold, and charging it before the phone drops below 20%. Now, if your phone still isn't making it through the day, you may just need a new battery, not a whole new phone. The University of Washington Huskies face Michigan on Monday afternoon in the college football national championship game. Michigan favored by 4.5 points. The Huskies defeated Texas in the Sugar Bowl on New Year's Day to punch their ticket to the title game. Now UW will have a quick turnaround before heading to Houston. That doesn't bother Huskies quarterback. He has been preparing for this moment all season.
I've said it since I think it was around fall camp, that our goal is to win the national championship. And some people probably didn't believe us, but we have the opportunity to do that. So we're not going to get distracted and forget about that goal.
Kickoff between UW and Michigan is at 4:30 Monday afternoon. You can watch that game on ESPN.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And Happy New Year. I can still say that. We're only 4 days into 2024. Here's what our weather pattern is looking like for the next 3 days. We have a series of storms that are going to be impacting the Pacific Northwest. This is what we saw earlier today. That guy has moved off on out of the area, impacting the Blue Mountains tonight. Here's the next system that's going to move in, mainly impacting the Cascade Mountains. However, we could see some showers out of that tomorrow. Look for heavy snow. Eventually, the snow will move to the north and off to the east. And then we have a bigger system setting up for our Saturday. Let's do a little deeper dive into Friday. There's that snow we're going to see starting to move north. Here's that next system already approaching. And as that guy comes in, get ready for even heavier snow on Saturday. And we have a series of storms that are going to be impacting our area for the next couple of days. Futurecast, though, shows us overnight pretty clear for most of us. Again, still seeing snow showers in the foothills of the Blues and the Blue Mountains. Here comes this next big band of snow for Friday. Going to be pretty heavy. Going to definitely want to check Snoqualmie Pass. White Pass also being impacted. A couple of inches of snow predicted there. That guy moves out. We'll see mostly cloudy skies with a stray shower possible through the region. And then we get into Friday night, and that's when we see a bigger impact with lots of water on the west side. That snow impacting the east slopes of the Cascades, Cascade Mountains. We could see up to a foot of snow by the end of the weekend. We'll see those showers moving through the region. region late Friday night into early Saturday morning, with snow impacting the Blue Mountains. Tri-Cities rain. Could see a couple of snowflakes, but we're not expecting anything to stick. So very active weather for the next couple of days. Be prepared for winter driving conditions. Not only that, we're going to see those winds start to pick up in the Columbia Basin tomorrow. Pretty breezy, gusting up to 35 miles an hour or so, and going to be some gusty winds along the foothills of the Blues Friday. Saturday, things will decrease a little bit, but we're still going to see those gusty winds, and they really start to pick up through that I-84 corridor near Pendleton. So be prepared for gusty winds. Mostly cloudy overnight tonight. Temperatures in the 30s, most of us staying above the freezing level, a few places just below that freezing level. For tomorrow, look for partly sunny skies, those breezy winds in the afternoon, and these temperatures on the warm side. Look at that, we stay in the 40s. Planning your day tomorrow again. Look at this, sun breaks. I love to see that. We'll see temperatures in the 30s out the door, and then those temperatures hitting the 40s by midday. Check out the temperatures by the early evening with cloudy skies again developing, and we're going to keep a close eye on those mountain passes. And again tonight, trip check for any travel through Oregon and across any Oregon passes, and of course WashDOT for all your pass reports going across Snoqualmie, White, or Stevens Pass. But get ready, winter wonderland is coming for the weekend. I'll get to your 7-day planning forecast here in just a little bit. Back to you.
Thanks, Stacey. And up next on Apple Valley News Now at 5, we're talking a surprising trend in sleep habits. Hear why around a third of couples say they're sleeping apart, and the advice from a therapist if you're considering making a change.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
If you have an injury claim and are considering a settlement with the insurance company, make sure you're compensated for every element of damage you're entitled to. Don't be tempted to accept a quick holiday settlement. This holiday message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
Tonight, with tensions rising in the Middle East, the threat of wider war, plus tracking a major storm, the Northeast bracing for possible heavy snow, more Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Home design and remodeling can be overwhelming. At Premier Woodworks, we are with you throughout the entire project. Our in-house designers and project manager will help you design the space of your dreams. Whatever the size of project, Premier Woodworks will help maximize your space and turn your vision into reality. Visit our website, premierwoodworksllc.com, or stop by our newly remodeled showroom at 109 North Washington in downtown Kennewick.
Magical moments, snowy adventures, warming up, making memories, a winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
A visit to a Montana resort that has it all.
Different scenery and the wildlife, just the atmosphere, the foliage, it's all great.
The hot springs is the real draw.
It's Quinn's Hot Springs Resort. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6, Tuesday.
Next ET, Hollywood's Party of the Year, Golden Globe secrets from host Joe Coy. Plus, the bear in his underwear, our behind-the-scenes exclusive with Jeremy Allen White. Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
For over 30 years, our lawyers and staff have sent holiday greetings and reminders to be careful on winter streets. This year is no exception. Season's greetings, everyone. Be safe and have a happy new year.
Welcome back. A 2023 American Academy of Sleep Medicine survey finds a third of respondents regularly or occasionally sleep separately from their partner. It's known as a sleep divorce. Some couples say they do this if sleeping in the same bed disrupts their sleep or makes it difficult to get real rest. But a psychotherapist says that can also impact intimacy. She recommends using this on an as-needed basis.
If you have a big business meeting, or if you find during the week it's really important for you to have good sleep, you can find that you maybe have separate sleep for a period of time and then sleep together on the weekend.
Now, sleeping arrangements aren't one size fits all, and she says couples should do what works best. But if you do sleep separately, she says it's important to find time to connect with one another. Now, here's a look at what's coming up in about 5 minutes on World News Tonight with David Muir.
Tonight, with tensions rising in the Middle East, the threat of wider war, plus tracking a major storm, the Northeast bracing for possible heavy snow. More Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
It's so wild. Like, I wrote a book.
2 years after losing our beloved friend and colleague, Chesley Christ, her mother talks about carrying out her final wish.
These are her own words.
Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Spin, win, and land on something huge at Wild Horse Resort and Casino in the $150,000 Mega Spin Extravaganza. Use your Club Wild card to earn entries every day. Then join us every Friday and Saturday when we'll call winners to spin the Mega Wheel and take home up to $16,000 in cash and free play. Mega Spin prizes increase until someone lands on it. Will you win the biggest one? Start earning entries today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Start the new year off right with a new truck and get the best from Spec Buick GMC. Like best-in-class towing of up to 22,000 pounds in the Sierra 2500. The most trailer assistant technologies in the Sierra 1500. The most advanced luxury in its class in a new Denali. Best selection with over 100 new trucks to choose from. We are your local GMC dealer. Visit us today in Pasco. Spec Buick GMC, a family automotive tradition since 1912.
At HAPO, we believe in the power of giving back. From volunteering to providing gifts for families in need, we're driven by our passion to make a difference. This winter, our HAPO team came together to make it a December to remember, spreading kindness, joy, and hope to families in need. The spirit of giving could be felt amongst all. As we step into 2024, count on us to stand by you, supporting organizations that impact our community the most. Happy holidays from your friends at HAPO.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. Even if the paper is held up to the light, even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-0512. That's 1-800-803-0512. Or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-0512 now.
Saturday, Week 18 of the NFL season begins on Apple Valley News Now. At 1:30, the Steelers battle the Ravens. Then at 5, it's the Texans and the Colts. It all starts at noon with a special edition of NFL Countdown, Saturday on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back. It's been pretty mild so far in 2024, but things are about to change headed towards your weekend. Stacey Lee is here to explain.
And a final look at our weather, your 7-day planning forecast. You got a lot of planning to do because it's going to be very active. Those showers today, slight chance on Friday. However, we're looking forward to maybe a few sun breaks. That'll be nice. Look for a little bit of morning fog tomorrow. Rain mixed with snow is possible on and off throughout the weekend in the Columbia Basin, especially late night. Look at those showers on Saturday, slight chance on Sunday. Rain mixed with snow Monday. That's possible again on Wednesday for Walla Walla and Hermiston. Taking a look at the Tri-Cities, we have those showers with some sun breaks on Friday, otherwise cloudy skies More rain over the weekend. We have a little bit of a break in the lower elevations on Sunday, but then we'll quickly see that ramp back up with rain mixed with snow possible Monday and Wednesday of next week. So the big snow day coming next week should be Tuesday. We could see up to 2 feet of snow in just 24 hours. So stay safe, check those past reports, and have a great evening.
Thanks, Stacy, and thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We're back tonight at 6. And of course, you can always find the latest anytime over on our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com.